Hello students, hope you all are healthy and welcome once again to my class. This video is for class 7. Let's continue the revision of PT2 with the chapter 1 of history, that is the medieval period. So let's continue with our topic, that is the sources of history. Now, what is the importance of sources of history? So sources or tools of history are very important to know about the events that happened in the past. Just like the ancient period, the medieval period can also be studied by some sources or some tools, and the sources or the tools are of two types. The first one is archaeological sources and the second one is literary sources. So the archaeological and literary sources are very important to study about the past or about the medieval period. Let's come to know about the first one source, that is archaeological source. So archaeological sources are the direct sources of history, and archaeological sources include monuments, coins, inscriptions, paintings and sculptures. And archaeological sources are excavated by archaeologists and studied to know about the past. Archaeological sources also includes temples, palaces, mosques, forts, tombs, utensils, tools, weapons, ornaments, toys, statues, ruins of old buildings, etc. So first one, archaeological sources, inscriptions. What is the meaning of inscriptions? Inscriptions, Shilalik. A piece of writing that is carved on a rock, on a pillar or on a piece of metal, that is known as inscriptions. So inscriptions, when we engrave something on a book, wall, pillar or a monument, it is called inscriptions, that is Shilalik. These inscriptions consist of the important texts or symbols that reveal information about the past. Now our next one, archaeological sources, monuments. What are monuments? Monuments are the buildings that have some historical importance. So monuments are the buildings that have some historical importance. So वो इमारतें, वो buildings जिनका ऐतिहासिक महत्व है, that are known as monuments, like palaces, forts, temples, mosques, tombs and other buildings that built that times are the main sources that tell us about the medieval period. Now our next one, archaeological sources, paintings and sculptures. उस समय की paintings और sculptures. So there are many beautiful paintings and sculptures that belong to the medieval period. तो बहुत सारी पेंटिंग और स्कल्पचर हैं उस समय के मेडिवल पीरियड के, जो हमें उस समय के इवेंट्स के बारे में बताते हैं. And the paintings of medieval period were built or made by the rulers to please them. And this is the reason why most of the paintings made in this period had court scenes, palace scenes, hunting scenes, mythological tales, etc. उस समय में ज़्यादातर जो पेंटिंग की जाती थी वो राजा महाराजाओं को खुश करने के लिए या उनकी प्रशंसा में बनाई जाती थी, उनके प्रेज में बनाई जाती थी. इसलिए ज़्यादातर पेंटिंग्स में हम कोर्ट के सीन्स देख सकते हैं, हंटिंग सीन्स देख सकते हैं, माइथोलॉजिकल सीन्स देख सकते हैं. एंड स्कल्पचर्स मेड इन द मेडिवल पीरियड आर ऑल्सो फिगर्स ऑफ किंग्स, क्वींस, गॉड्स एंड गॉडेसेस. और मूर्ति कारी भी उस समय में किस तरह की होती थी, राजा और रानियों की मूर्ति स्कल्पचर बनाए जाते थे, गॉड एंड गॉडेसेस के, फीमेल गॉडेसेस एंड गॉड के मूर्तियां बनाई जाती थी. These sculptures were made of bronze, stone or wood. Now our next one type of sources, literary sources. Literary sources are the indirect sources which tell us about the history. So the literary sources are the indirect sources of history, like court chronicles, biographies, autobiographies, travelogues, holy texts, teachings of saints, petitions, etc. So first one, literary sources, court chronicles. What are court chronicles? Court historians or poets wrote the history of rulers or the ruling dynasty. उस समय में दरबार में जो पोएट होते थे वो राजा महाराजा के प्रेज में, उनकी प्रशंसा में जो भी लिखा करते थे वो क्या कहलाता था? कोर्ट क्रॉनिकल्स. एंड सच टेक्सचुअल रिकॉर्ड्स आर कॉल्ड कोर्ट क्रॉनिकल्स. मोस्ट ऑफ किंग्स हैड कोर्ट क्रॉनिकल्स हु रोट फॉर देम. बहुत सारे राजाओं के कोर्ट क्रॉनिकल्स मौजूद हैं जिसको उनके दरबार में मौजूद किसी न किसी राइटर ने, किसी न किसी पोएट ने लिखा है. Some of the examples of court chronicles are, or famous court chronicles of the medieval period are, Rajat Rangini, written by Kalhan, is the history of kings of Kashmir. Tariq-e-Firoz Shahi, written by Ziauddin Barni, Khazainul Futuh, and Tughlaqnama, written by Amir Khusro. Tabaqat Nasiri by Minhaj-e-Shiraz, and Ain-e-Akbari and Akbarnama by Abul Fazl. And the next one is biographies and autobiographies. Now what is the difference between biographies and autobiographies? Biographies वो आत्मकथाएं होती हैं which is written by someone else. किसी के लाइफ के पूरी स्टोरी जो किसी और के द्वारा, किसी और पोएट, किसी और राइटर के द्वारा लिखी गई हो, दैट इज नोन एज बायोग्राफीज. एंड ऑटोबायोग्राफीज आर रिटन बाय द पर्सन हिमसेल्फ. और ऑटोबायोग्राफी आत्मकथा होती है जो कि कोई इंसान अपने बारे में खुद लिखता है. Some biographies of the medieval period are Prithviraj Raso, which is written by Chandbardai, describe the life and adventures of Prithviraj Chauhan, and Humayunama, written by Gulbadan Begum, and gives a lot of information about the reign of Emperor Humayun. And Akbarnama, written by Abul Fazl, describes the events of Emperor Akbar. And some of the autobiographies of the medieval period are Futuhat Firoz Shahi by Firoz Shah Tughlaq, and Babarnama by Babur, and Tuzuke Jahangiri by Emperor Jahangir. Now the next one is travelogues. What are travelogues? Yatra Vrittant, a description about the. So many foreign scholars and travelers visit India during the medieval period, and when they went back, they written down about their experience in the India, and that written records are known as travelogues. They wrote a detailed account of their experience in India. These writings are called travelogues. Historians trust these writings as they are unbiased account of King's reign. Some of the early travelers who wrote travelogues are Al-Biruni, who visited India in 11th century CE, wrote extensively about the Indian people in his book Tehqiq-e-Hind. And Ibn Battuta, who came from Morocco, wrote Rihala Travels, which gives a lot of information about the geography of India. And Abdul Razak, who was sent by the ruler of Persia to the kingdom of Vijayanagar, also wrote and shared his experiences. Regional and religious literatures. So there are many regional literatures जो हमारे एरिया के अकॉर्डिंग या हमारे रीजन्स के अकॉर्डिंग लिखे गए हैं. सम ऑफ द रीजनल लिटरेचर्स आर गीत गोविंद बाय जयदेव एंड पोएम्स ऑफ पंपा एंड बसवन्ना, कबीर एटसेट्रा are some of the gems of the medieval period also. And religious literature, dharmic granth, the most important religious literatures are the Mahabharata, the Ramayana and the Bhagavad Gita. And calligraphy. The next one topic is calligraphy. Calligraphy is the art of beautiful writing. Calligraphy का मतलब ही होता है सुंदर लिखावट. So many of the handwritten manuscripts in the medieval period were written in a stylish and beautiful manner. Because that time no printing press was there. उस समय में कोई कंप्यूटर, कोई प्रिंटिंग प्रेस नहीं होता था कि उससे हम टाइप करके किताबें छाप दें. तो बहुत सारे हाथ से लिखे हुए मनुस्क्रिप्ट आज भी मौजूद हैं जो मेडिवल पीरियड में लिखे गए थे और बहुत ही ब्यूटीफुल हैंडराइटिंग में लिखे गए थे, बहुत ही खूबसूरती से लिखे गए थे. दिस काइंड ऑफ डेकोरेटिव राइटिंग इज कॉल्ड कैलीग्राफी. ऐसी ही सुंदर लिखावट को क्या कहते हैं? कैलीग्राफी. कैलीग्राफी वॉज यूज्ड एक्सटेंसिवली टू डेकोरेट मॉन्यूमेंट्स, पिलर्स एंड टॉम्ब्स. और कैलीग्राफी को, सुंदर लिखावट को, इस तरीके सुंदर लिखावट को उस समय इमारतों को सजाने में भी इस्तेमाल किया जाता था, जैसे कि टॉम्ब्स, पैलेसेस एंड मॉन्यूमेंट्स. The calligraphers used floral and geometric designs on walls and minarets of these monuments. All these literary sources are called government documents or archival records. Now here we finish our revision of this chapter. This is also the last topic. Hope you understood the topics properly. Now I have given you short answers, exercise and long answers, everything. If you have not completed by chance, just complete it and learn all your exercise, your question answers properly for your periodic test. Read the chapter properly and go through your exercises mostly, because your test is objective. And don't forget to give your attendance in the comment section. Thank you, class.